Get it rolling with, let's get Papa Brad on here.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro man. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball bowling. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball bowling. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a
All right. Wow. And always stay legit. That's right. What's happening?
I got caught singing.
T. McCloskey, man. I know the lyrics now. I start singing along. So what's happening, man?
There's the
Carlos
link.
Game of the Week.
Carlos Game of the Week. Wrap it ups.
It's time for Carlos Game of the Week.
Game of the Week is Omega Race by Midway.
I love that one. It's one of my faves. Love Omega Race.
You got an awesome cab, Papa Brad. Look at that awesome cab.
Awesome cabinet, man. It was a Vector arcade game. You know what a huge fan I am of. That's the Zenith table. That's the back glass we came up with today. We made our own, T. McCloskey.
I did have a side label of that.
The Omega Race, very cool game. Vector arcade game. You know what's cool about this one? This is one of those ones that uses a piece of artwork along with the Vector monitor to do like where it's like that, you know, like Space Invaders has the Ghost Pepper where like you see the artwork, then it looks like the vectors over top of it. This machine does that.
You can kind of see it here.
It does it with kind of like a space background.
Mm-hmm. Got the spinner.
I really got a lot of time to play this. Southern Fried Gaming had one of these that was beautiful. It was completely restored. It looked just like this cabinet you're looking at. And the Vector arcade games, you know, nothing really, they have that glow. When you play them, you can emulate them, but a real Vector monitor is always going to have a really cool look to it. It's a very, very bright image, which, you know, you really can't capture other than having it playing on a Vector monitor. Controls are a spinner and two buttons, right?
Yep.
Thrust and fire. Spinner is your control.
And you get your thrust and fire.
Moving the ship, like the asteroids type ship with the spinner, was a cool innovation for this time period. Because before this, all games that used that kind of ship controls used only buttons. So this game came out. This game came out with a spinner, which was very unique because no one else was doing that at the time.
1981 came out, and this is the only Midway game they did with a Vector.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vector monitors.
Midway's only game with a Vector. Came out in 1981. They didn't do it again. They said we had enough.
They said that is enough. We're out. We're out of the Vector business. It was cool. Thanks for the memories. It was cool, but we're not doing another one.
Carl says, great to play on AOU.
Oh yeah.
Thrust and fire. Yeah, it plays just like Asteroids with the thrust.
Yeah, it's like Asteroids, but you use a spinner.
Which is probably a lot easier too, I would think.
I think it controls well. I always like the controls of a Mega Race.
Yeah.
And then you have like these little bumpers, like you fly and you bounce off the walls. But you are basically making like it's like you do laps. It's almost like you're on a little track.
Well, I was in the arcades back in 1991, so I remember seeing this in the arcades. I played it.
Yeah, I played this.
We're old, man. We're old. So there's no surprise you guys ever know about this cab. We're old, sucker.
Yeah, this is the old school. This is the old school arcade here.
Yeah, I was 11 years old in 1981. So
1981, the same year as Miss Pac-Man.
Was they
Galaga?
You always say it's a
Galaga,
goal.
Miss Pac-Man. This has
81
been
was
sitting by Galaga and Miss Pac-Man. They're both
Pac-Man.
81.
Right.
Pac-Man's 1980.
Yep, we'll be sitting there somewhere
A
around
year before Miss Pac.
I mean, 81 was part of the golden age of the arcade.
This is the golden age. This is right in the middle of the golden age of arcades.
Yep. Okay, played a little video clip. Get that rolling. But yeah, cool cab. See, I like doing these older games too, man, because it's so easy to find pictures of the cabinets.
Oh yeah, people love
Newer
these.
ones are so hard to find. 'Cause like most of the new ones, mostly the ones in the 90s were using old cabinets. And they just, they used just a cabinet that was already out there, and they just did a package. Where is it? Okay, there it is. I got so much stuff in my folder. I couldn't find it, Pop Brad.
Dr. Squid was mowing 10 mowing lawns for arcade money.
I was working on farms and doing bales, man. Fuckers used to. I was doing slave labor, man.
Doc Mario's parents had not even met each other yet. They hadn't even met. This is before his time.
We used to get $1, not per bale, $1 per wagon.
Per wagon.
Each wagon could hold like 30 to 40 bales. We got $1 for trailer. It's like, man, that's like nothing. $1. You get $1 a trailer, man. Thanks. $1. So, I didn't make much
Sean
money.
wasn't even born yet. You thought T. McCloskey was younger than him. No, we're the old folks.
No,
Papa Brad's an old man. I lived through the golden age of arcades. I was living the life, living the dream. Papa Brad in his heyday.
I didn't have to say, "Oh, I wish I was in those arcades." We were in those arcades.
I was in those arcades. That was me wearing that Pac-Man trucker hat.
See, Mad Dog, he's 11. I was 11.
Cut-offs and tube socks. Cut-offs and tube socks. That was me.
I couldn't cut off tube socks. Well, I wouldn't let us cut them. Farm worked too hard for us town kids. Cool thing though, man. I used to. I worked for a dairy farmer who was our neighbor, and they used to filter their milk right there on the premises. And it would be so cold, man. You got to be after doing a day's work of baling hay, go in there and get a cold glass of milk, man. Oh, that was so damn good. Damn, you guys look like youngins. Yeah, we look like youngins. We're not youngins. I don't think I look that young though, especially if I took my hat off, man. All my white hair used to be black.
Man, T. McCloskey got old.
Look, you can see some of it.
That's when you grow, you get old.
I've had gray hair since I was 18, though. It sucks. Terrible, man. Remember my mom cutting my hair. She's plucking gray hairs. I was like, stop. You're going to make more of them grow. And look what she did.
What happened?
She made more hair, white hair grow. I blame my mom for plucking all those gray hairs out. That's right. There you go, Thumper Squid. I look old, but never grew up.
When this game was out, I would have been 13 years old, hitting that arcade with a pocket full of quarters, ready to raise some hell.
Pocket full of quarters. Yeah,
I put a quarter in this Omega race, and I'd be dead in 30 seconds. Then I'd put another quarter in Dig Dug and play for 45 minutes. That's the way the arcades were. You always had those games you could play forever. There's certain games you knew you were going to get your money's worth out of it, like Galaga,
right there.
Dig Dug. Pac-Man,
Mr.
Miss
Do?
Pac-Man, Mr. Do.
Mr. Do was mine. That's why I got.
Then there were games like Omega Race. It was a flash, and your quarter was gone. But I did get to play this when it came out to arcades. I remember playing this game. Fun game, vector game. 13-year-old Papa Brad would have been in arcade playing this.
Yep. Yeah. Ours, the one I used to go to the most was called Tilt. And the door going into it was tilted.
It's tilted.
Cool. Wish I had pictures of it. That was a big one too, man. It was in a mall up in Erie, PA. Big mall. That mall actually was big enough. They had 2 arcades, one on each end. I don't remember what the other one was called. That one wasn't as good as Tilt. Tilt had to, at least for me, had to.
They had Gold Mine. They had Aladdin's Castle. They had a couple different chains that did arcades back in the 80s.
That Tilt is the one that had that food fight I always tell you about. Go in there, it's like this, glowing white. Oh, the food fight. It's like, whoa, what is that game? Food fight.
Yeah.
And
it was a special time, if you lived through that time, that time will never repeat. It was like, you can't really repeat the way it was back then. The golden age of arcades.
And you actually saw new ones
became so popular. They became so popular so quick that they were just everywhere,
Everywhere.
You would see arcades everywhere. Everywhere there were arcades.
Everywhere. Grocery store.
Now you have to look for them, but they were everywhere. Doctor's office, grocery store.
Pizza Hut.
Every 7-Eleven, every little Quickie Mart and convenience store had 2 of them.
Bars.
2 of them. They had 2 of them.
Bars had them. Bars nowadays have them too. Though.
I remember the first time I played Ghosts and Goblins was at a 7-Eleven.
Oh, happy birthday, Jason. My birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday.
He thought
Jason's a pillar of the community. He's a moderator. I think he's a moderator in every channel on YouTube. And he does a great job. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Help keep our chats nice and clean. The way we like them.
Yep, nice and clean.
Did you make a video for this one?
Yeah, it's up. You see it? We ready?
Let's go.
Okay, rolling. Let's roll it.
Let's see.
I hope this is right. Carl's game of the week is Omega Race by Midway. Omega Race is a shoot-'em-up arcade video game released in 1981 by Midway. It is the only arcade game by Midway with vector graphics. Omega Race was ported to the VIC-20 in Commodore 64 and published by Commodore in 1982. In 1983, Colovision and Atari 2600 versions were released by CBS Electronics. Omega Race was set in year 2003. The player controls an Omegan fighter spaceship to destroy enemy droid ships in a rectangular track. The player's ship is controlled with a spinner to rotate the ship, a button for thrusting and a button for firing lasers. The enemies that the player must destroy or avoid are drone ships, commander ships, 2 types of space mines, and shooting starships. The ship bounces off an invisible barrier on the edges of the screen that briefly appear when hit. By default, extra ships are awarded at 40,000 and 100,000 points. In 1982, of Omega Race, that an unskilled player can pop a quarter into the machine and stay up there for up to 20,000 points. According to the book, more than 35,000 machines were created, with an average machine taking in $181 per week. This is a remake of the Bally Midway arcade game. You control a spaceship and shoot down the enemy droid ships that you attack. Your ship must survive droid dropped mines too. You can shoot them. The last ship of the droid fleets goes into spiral pattern. There's no end to this game. Rather, it is a game in which you try to get the highest score or complete the highest number of levels. You control a small triangle ship. The ship can turn, move forward with thrusters and fire. Movement is one of the game challenges. Once the ship is moving, it can only be slowed by turning the nose in the opposite direction and use the thrusters. While doing that, the ship is unable to fire towards anything it is in motion towards. It's just like asteroids in that sense. Bouncing is also comes into play during movement. When the ship hits the sides of the screen, a wall of force appears and the ship bounces. You don't have control over where the ship bounces. It must take time to regain control before you can run into an enemy ship and die. So check out this game, guys. Omega Race. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. If you like asteroids, you'll love this game. Check it out. I think you have a lot of fun with it.
You could play it on the AtGames Legends Ultimate. Check out behind me. You got the Mega Race up.
Oh, that's what you were doing. That's why I saw the back of your head.
Yeah, I put it on the AtGames just to show that you can play it on the AtGames. Look how good that bit pixel looks too, man.
Oh, I know, I love it.
I wish I had the LCD one, man. That LCD bit pixel looks really nice. This is the one that uses the LEDs.
You could always get it, Pop Bread.
I'm gonna hold out for the next gen, but it is awesome. It does make the multi-K look really good.
Yeah, if people were wondering, buy stuff arcades. You can get the bit LCD or close to it. Is it the bit one or the LCD buy stuff has? You can get it on some of the arcade one up cabinets, like the Star Wars. I know they have the Star Wars. Yeah, so interesting thing. If you have an arcade one up, there are some cabinets you can get from buy stuff. I think they have that. I think they have the one you have. I think right. Buy stuff.
Oh, they probably have them all over there. They have an LCD one and then they have an LED one. This one's the LED one that I have. I have two of them actually. I have one on this. I have another ALU right there beside me.
That one has it, right?
Yeah, they both have it. It's cool. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, it's not the LCD one. It's the LED one, I guess, that buy stuff has. Okay, the bit pixels are more old school. Okay.
No, I don't have any rugs. No rugs anywhere in my place. Allergies.
Same type of rug that TM has?
No rugs.
Cool rug. I got my cool rug on there. Yep. Actually, I cut it myself. It didn't fit.
Yeah.
And I guess you really can't see my rug then. You can't see it that way.
Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Oh,
what you doing, Steve McCloskey?
Oh, my name's in the way.
Learn how to work those controls.
I get rid of my name. I gotta go with it. Banner? No. Hey. Let's see. Man, you can barely see my rug down there.
Yeah, you can see you got the neon rug. You got like the arcade. You got the arcade carpet.
I got the arcade.
It's the arcade carpet. You can see it glowing under your pinball machine real good. Yeah. You see it glowing. You see it glowing.
Yeah. So it covers the whole room. My old house, I only covered like half, but this one actually covers the whole room now. So pretty cool. I love it, man. It never gets old. When they come in here with the black light on, like I have now, man, it just looks, especially with all the machines on.
Black lights were, everywhere with arcades. I mean, all the arcades have black lights.
I love looking down there. Back in the 80s, early 80s, really all the 80s, everybody always wore white sneakers.
Yeah, white sneakers, white t-shirts, and they glow purplish. They glow bright purple in the neon light, the black light.
I look down at my feet sometimes when I'm playing. I'm like, man, it's so cool to see my light, my shoes glowing. I can do that with my socks now, man.
There you go. You're set.
My socks are glowing, Papa Brad.
Your socks are glowing.
Nah, I don't think I'm cool, man. I just love my cool rug, though. Oh, I'm not cool, but my rug is cool. Yeah, I forget where I got that. Flooring LLC or something like that. Fat shoestrings. That's right.
Uh-huh.
I normally wore Reeboks. Reeboks is what I used to always wear.
Reeboks.
I
Always
didn't
wore
really-
Converse, Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, Converse. Yeah, I don't think I ever owned Converse. Reeboks, Nikes. I can't think of any other brand. Reeboks. The reason why I bought Reeboks mainly is because of how it did my foot. 'Cause I always had a wide foot. Never knew it. Never knew I had a wide foot, Pop Brad, until I got in the military. But I'm like, why
You got
don't
wide
they
feet? You got wide feet. Look at the wide feet on you.
I got wide feet.
Wide
They're-
feet.
But I never knew that. I was like, because people always said
Adidas.
I wore
Goofy
a
foot knows
9.
Converse for life. He knows.
Vans. Yeah, remember Vans?
I wore Converse.
Adidas.
What? Then the 90s hit, and then I was wearing Doc Martens, combat boots everywhere. Everywhere I went.
Yeah.
Doc Martens.
I remember Ruse.
I don't know if
Remember
those are
Ruse?
popular anymore.
Ruse had the
Combat
zipper
boots.
storage pocket. I do remember
Mhm.
Ruse.
See, Rich
I remember
Odello upgraded to combat boots. Combat boots were a thing. I don't know if they're still a thing anymore, but they used to be a big thing.
I upgraded to combat
the
boots when
90s.
I upgraded to the
When
combat
you joined
boots.
the army.
Yep.
When you go
I had to, Pop Brad.
Yep, you were wearing those. You switched
Unfortunately, I
over?
had to upgrade. Then I
Scott
upgraded
Jans was
to
wearing Airwalks, Marine 50 jellies. Richard
Then I
Della knows about
upgraded
the Doc
to,
Martens.
the what were they called? They weren't. I can't remember what they're called.
I just
it was a
wear
combat
regular
boot.
sneakers. I just wear regular sneakers anymore.
Just-
I had a midlife crisis. I bought some Doc Martens shoes. My wife looked
Nice.
at me like I'm crazy. It's like, what are those for? I said, because they're
Yeah.
cool. These are cool shoes.
I
I
got
found
all
out they still made them. She's like, what are those for? Midlife crisis. Anyways, is that wrapping us up, Team McCluskey? I think we're about talked out. You have any more arcade talk?
Oh, I can always pull something, sucker. You want to stay on there forever? But nah, I have nothing. I covered everything I wanted to cover.
I think we covered everything we wanted to cover.
Do believe.
Overall, for me, a good week. I have lots of stuff to play. Real happy with getting a bunch of new pinball tables to check out. So
6 new tables, 6 new Zen tables really dropped yesterday and today. 1 on AtGames and 5 on Steam and PlayStation, Xbox, Switch. A lot of pinball tables that's dropped the last 2 days.
And the big news, love it or hate it, I'll be more in the love, especially if they keep making them better and better. Zen.
Mr. Browns.
How many
What was
table
that?
packs? 45 table packs coming to AtGames.
Not all of them have one. A lot of them have
Some
more
have
than one.
multiple games. So that's going to be a
So-
lot of pinball. That's a huge platform. Already a big platform. It's getting even bigger.
They didn't really put a date on there yet, did they? They didn't say,
No.
oh, over this much.
They're not good at holding the dates. They're not good at holding dates. It's a rough idea. What they say, they have a disclaimer that you should read every time before you read the date.
Yeah. Always subject to change.
Subject to change. That's it. Subject dates are projected only. These are subject to change. Yep.
So if they do promise a date, it's always subject to change. Don't get upset when they change the date because they warned
Yep.
you. It could change.
Hey, look who we have hopping in. She's
Hey,
not
what's up,
theme
Steps?
park, not theme park plunging. Steps Gaming. Gonna be
Well,
doing
30,
a
we're
great
still
show.
doing something.
Great show tomorrow. Doing a great show tomorrow.
Doing
Deal or no deal, home arcade edition.
You guys on the island? No deal or no deal island? Did you watch that?
No, they have an island show now. Deal or no deal.
I never watched Deal or No Deal, but I actually watched the island one. It was actually pretty good.
Uh,
It's kind of like Survivor meets Deal or No Deal. Guess who
okay,
the banker
yeah.
is?
Who's the banker?
Howie Mandel is the banker instead of
Howie
being the
Mandel.
host.
Wow,
'Cause remember, he was the host on Deal or No
he
Deal.
was the host,
he's-
but now he's the banker.
He's the banker now. It's pretty good, man. You should check it out. At least check out. It's only a 30-minute one, so check out the first episode.
And
It was pretty good.
We'll bring Arcade Wars back when Team McCluskey reaches 1,000 subscribers. we'll bring Arcade Wars back. Isn't that right, T. McCluskey? You said we'll bring it back when you hit 1,000.
Hit 1,000.
If you want Arcade Wars, have your friends join this channel, please. Because every time he does an Arcade Wars, we lose subscribers.
And here's a little tease of what you can see.
Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Woo! Woo! She blowing up good. She blowing up. All right. Real good. yeah. I like that part a lot. There it is, Papa Brad. We haven't seen that in a long time.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Woo! Woo! She blew up real good.
Jason said he just unsubscribed.
Ah, no, see?
Going the wrong way. See, even run the trailer, we lose subscribers.
Yeah, I don't think we should do it at 1,000 because
you're
not gonna be down below
1,005. 1,005, you do it. 1,005.
I can be safe.
Yeah, you probably need a couple little
subscribers at one time.
Probably need a couple little barrier there in case we blow up Golden Tee again.
Lost 5 subscribers that night, suckers.
That was a 5 subscriber loss in one chop.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't
blowing up Golden Tee.
Chat's the one that blew it up. I just had to pull the trigger.
We don't even pick. We just do what they tell us to do. You know.
Jack Rum says I'd rather see Arcade blow up instead of Centipede. See, Jack Rum might subscribe if we do Centipede because I think we did blow up Centipede. Oh, I should have said that.
Oh man,
I think that's when you picked I forget who beat it. Was it Tron? I can't remember.
It was Tron or something. Yeah, I remember that was a fun one.
I do have some arcade videos up there on my channel. I put some up there, clip them out. Well, I didn't have to clip them out, but yeah, I guess I did clip them out. There's like 1 or 2 up there, I think. It's kind of a pain to clip it. But yeah.
You know what's cool about Steps Gaming? You know what's cool about Steps Gaming? She got to ride a roller coaster that they shut down. She rode it. Was one of the first people to ride it.
That's the one in Cedar Point?
The one, yeah, I think it's called Top Thrill 2. The ride is so crazy they shut it down.
Not for good though, right?
Not for good, but I mean, like,
must be
that's
mechanical.
crazy. She got in that window when they were letting people ride it, and then they were like, "Whoop, we got some things we got to fix. Might have a little issue here." And yeah, she wrote it on her channel. By the way, that's a fantastic channel too. If you like amusement park content, if you like watching that kind of thing, man, definitely check out Theme Park Plunge. It's a fantastic channel.
Yeah,
enjoy watching the videos. The Steps put us out on there.
Somebody put the link to
and of course on Steps Gaming, she'll be doing Arcade Deal or No Deal, Home Arcade Deal or No Deal tomorrow night, I believe. Top Thrill 2 is a phenomenal roller coaster. Phenomenal.
How fast did it end up going, Steps? How fast? Was it 120 or did it go a little higher?
It looks intense.
Oh,
check out Theme Park Plunge. Link is in the chat. Go drop Steps Gaming. I know. Drop Steps Gaming a sub for her new channel. Wish her the best. Always a friend to Papa Brad and to Home Arcade content creators. Appreciate you, Steps.
I think that has a corkscrew in it too at the very top before you plunge back down. You go like vertical like that. Then
you go over like a top hat. I know. Go watch the video on Steps Gaming.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I did see it on somebody else's channel.
Yeah.
I see on Steps too. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, it's 120 forward and 101 backwards. 101 backwards, Papa. You can't see where you're going.
101 miles an hour going backwards. 120 miles an hour going forwards.
It's going to be tense. Oh, there you go.
Steps, there you go. Steps Gaming is dropping the link.
Theme
Definitely go check
plunge.
out her content. Very fun.
Go take the plunge. Over
go
at
take
Theme
the
Park
plunge.
Yeah. Gotta take
she goes all over, man. It's awesome.
I know.
All over. She's world travel. She's living the life. Living the life. Awesome. Every time I see one, I'm like, what park is she at now?
Indiana, freaking Ohio.
She's going all over the place, man.
I don't know. Did you make it down to Texas yet? I don't know. Quite a few different places. Oh, you got to go to Pittsburgh. You got to.
I think she went to Kings Island.
down in Cincinnati. Yep. Saw that. Kennywood. You got to hit Kennywood there, Steps.
Oh, I love Kennywood. I've been to Kennywood. I know about
That's
Kennywood.
right. Yeah, you lived up there for a while.
I
Yeah.
used to live in Pittsburgh.
It's not a big
Well,
park, but
Kennywood has a lot of classic rides, though, like rides that are like historical landmarks, like people that are into amusement park stuff.
Nice. So
I
it
used to go
says
to Kennywood
Kennywood on
Saturday.
Saturday. And then if you want to go to a real small one, there's one up in Erie, PA called Waldermere Park. That's a neat little park. That one still, last time I was there, it's been 6-7 years ago, they still had their arcade up in Waldermere up in Erie, PA, which is just north of Pittsburgh.
Oh, T. McCloskey, look at that. There's a Mecha Godzilla fighting on my iArcade. I forgot I had Godzilla playing the whole time. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
On iArcade, there's been a Godzilla game playing this whole time.
I did see it back there. I didn't.
Yeah, it's a Godzilla.
That was a fighting game.
And Presto. Arcade game. Pretty cool. Did you know there was a Godzilla arcade game? I didn't know that. Pretty fun.
Steps went back to Kings Island today.
Kings Island. It's awesome.
Yeah, and if you're going to go to Kennywood, I would venture up to Erie. It's on your way up to Interstate 90. It's right off Interstate 90 if you want to go home that way. Waldermere is pretty neat. It's a small park, though. I mean, it's real small, but it's kind of cool, especially if they still have their arcade there. I mean, last time I was there, my son was 6. He's 19 now, so it's been a while. But not sure if it's still there or not, but it was. It was cool because back in the day, you could actually go to Waldermere and not pay anything and actually go to the arcade. You could just visit the arcade for free, of course.
Oh,
You had to
cool.
drop the quarters in there. But
Wasn't free play.
no, it wasn't free play, but you can get into the park free if you're just going to the arcade. That was back in the 80s. They had that.
Ravine Flyer 2 is at Waldermere.
Yep. I think that's the one. Is that the one that goes across the street? Yeah, the one that goes across the street, which is pretty neat. Yeah, neat little park, but it's cool because it's like a lot of they still got a lot of the old stuff up there. They had some. Last time I was there, they had some new rides, but it's been 13 years ago. Yep, yeah, there's the one across the street. Yep, that's a pretty cool one. It's pretty fun to ride on. My son loved it when he was like, I think he was 12 the last time. But, oh yeah, I guess I did go. I think he was 10 when I was there, so it was 9 years ago I was there. So been a while.
Pincade Rebel. Morning word.
It is in the morning over here. It's 12:40, Pop Brad. 12:40.
Man. I've been streaming for a while, T. McCloskey.
3 hours and 33 minutes, sucker.
That's insane.
To be exact. To be exact.
Insane.
I know. We
That's
always
insane.
say we're going to hit 2 hours and go, and then here we
We
are
don't
3 hours
do
later.
we don't do 2 shows anymore. We do 1 show. So
Oh, I was going to think.
It's
That's one
longer.
thing I want to ask Steps was, is the Demon Drop still in Cedar Point?
the Demon Drop. She was just there probably.
The Demon Drop is that one that you're up in a
Pincade
cage.
Rebels in Spain. It's 6:30 there in Spain.
Damn.
Well, thanks for tuning in. We're glad you're here. You're
Welcome,
from all over the world.
Spain.
Welcome to Arcade Talk Show.
6:30 here in Spain. Nice. Well, welcome. All the way across the world in Spain.
I know. So with a name like Pincade, I'm sure he's probably enjoying the new Zen tables too that dropped today. Got some great new pinball tables dropping.
Man, they moved the Demon Drop all the way over where Brooklyn lives. Damn. Went from Ohio to over to Jersey or PA. Damn. I love the Demon Drop, man. I love that.
We're not going to hit that number, Jason. You don't need to worry. Always a pleasure, Chicos. Always a VPX fanboy. Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong. VPX is amazing.
Yeah. VPX.
Yep.
Scott James is 2:40 p.m. in Australia. So this is in middle of the afternoon then. Over in Australia. Yeah, Demon Drop was one of my favorite rides back in the 80s in Cedar Point. Love that ride. You ever ride to Cedar Point or Demon Drop, Pop Brad, or one like it?
No, I've never been to Cedar Point. I've heard Cedar Point's amazing for roller coasters.
But it was like you're in a cage and you go vertical down, like really fast. It's just like a free fall. You're in a cage. And if you put a quarter on your thigh, it'll actually float in the air off your. It's so funny because then when it comes down and because it comes down straight, vertical, and then it curves off, and you can always hear all these quarters drop to the floor.
Ding, 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 all the coins flying off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear ching, 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 ching.
My goodness.
It was hilarious to hear that. I don't think so, Steps. Everyone sent super chats. It will stream 3 more hours if they hit $15. I don't think so. Marine 50 is bedtime in New York. It's bedtime in North Carolina too.
Yeah, and in Louisiana.
Hey, you're great. You're still on yesterday. I'm in Friday, man. You're still on Thursday.
Yeah, it's 11:43 p.m. here, Central Time.
That's funny though.
Central Time.
It's Friday here, sucker. It's Friday here. It's still Thursday.
You're already in Friday. I'm still Thursday. A few more minutes. I got a few more minutes of my Thursday.
That's so funny though to think about that. It's Friday, everybody. Welcome to Friday. Pop Brad said, I can't. I'm not in Friday yet. Is that your coaster?
One of my coasters. Check them out. It's an incredible hole.
That's nice. Demon Drop is only one of only 2 left of those types of rides. Other one is in Japan. Wow.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. I was on another one that's similar. But you rode in Disney Hollywood Studios Tower of Terror.
Yeah, I love the Tower of Terror.
It's the same principle, but it doesn't
idea,
stop.
But it's a different ride. Yeah,
it completely drops. It doesn't stop. It just completely drops to the bottom, and then it curves out. But it's the same concept. It just doesn't stop in the midway. It just goes completely. Tower of Terror, if they would just let it drop all the way, it would be similar. But same type of ride. But you're way up there, man. Like you're cranking it up. You can see everywhere. You can see in the lake, over the lake, and all that. Then they let you hang there for a little bit too, Pop. Right? They let you hang there, and all of a sudden they release it. It's like, whoo. Finn Kate says I got an 11 a.m. flight back to the UK for family wedding. Can't wait. Nice. You get locked in the metal cage on the Demon Drop. Yes, you do.
Rolling Thunder was good at Six Flags. He said Marine 50 likes the old wooden coasters.
Wow, man, those things are rough, man. Those wooden coasters.
Those things are jarring.
I hurt my back on one time. Actually, the one in Waldermere had a wooden one. I'm not sure if it's still there, but that's when I ended up hurting my back, man, because it was so rough. I was like, damn. And it was like the middle of the ride, and I hurt my back. It's like, please stop. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
That fucking hurt, man. They had a wooden one in Cedar Point. It was something Wolves. I can't remember.
I like the big metal ones, the big steel coasters. I like that.
Yeah, the Wolf one in Cedar Point. I can't remember what it was called. I remember when it was brand new. I remember seeing the commercials. New at Cedar Point this summer. That one was a one, but it was actually smooth. It actually was a really cool coaster. It was a big coaster. I think at the time was the biggest in the world, I do believe, at the time. All right. We are out of here, guys. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out tonight.
Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Dr. Mario.
Check out Steps Gaming tomorrow night. Don't be a fun show.
Or no deal.
No deal. Home Arcade Edition.
And thanks for the winners tonight. Doc Mario won a free copy of Pacific Rim. Who won my $10 gift card? It's Rodello, right? Won my $10 gift card, I do believe. Well, congrats to those guys. Thanks for everybody for hanging out with us tonight. The 29 of you guys that still hung out for the whole 3 hours and 40 minutes. We appreciate you.
I know.
Thank you.
Awesome. Stay legit.
Stay legit, like always. And have a great Friday and great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
See ya, everybody. Like Pop Brad always says, stay
legit.
T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk Live Stream.
It's time for Carl Email the Week! Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming tonight. We're gonna do the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, that's right here. The Arcade Talk Show. That's right, we're gonna do it tonight. Come on, people, let's do it. Let's do the show. What show is that? That's the Arcade Talk Show. Yeah, who's on tonight, you ask? You know who it is? P. McCluskey.